Hello, everyone. Tonight, I'd like to invite you on a dinner date. Dinner Date was released on Steam not recently. I think it might have been a year or a couple of years back. It's not something that I would describe as a game, more like an experiment. It's barely interactive. And I think instead of trying to explain it, we probably should just get going and see how our dinner date goes. As it says, in Dinner Date we play not as the main character, but as the subconsciousness of the main character, Julian Luxembourg. We can control the hand of Julian in this little tutorial. It mentions we're the subconscious motorics of Julian. We don't actually affect Julian's choices. We don't make decisions for him. We can't really change anything he does or think. Rather, we just make little inconsequential decisions. Like in this, I'm, just controlling his fingers. Little motions that we all do. Unconsciously, not really thinking about it. Those little unimportant things. That's what we do in Dinner Date.
Toki. That is how the Japanese call a clock. I'm quite sure she taught me that. It's a curious thing to do. Most foreigners just teach you how to count.
Julian is sitting at home, waiting for his date to arrive. And we can control his little motions. Right now he's looking at a clock, but we can make him look at the table.
Shit, she is late. Marianne hasn't responded yet either. It's gone 7 o'clock. Definitely left the office now. I shouldn't have left her. Or should have called her. Damn phone.
Julian's anxious. Where is his date? His date has not
I need
arrived.
to start focusing on work. Yeah, I really need this date. It's good. And Jerry's going to be angry if I mess it up too, the way he arranged it.
Someone else arranged the date
Those guys
for
always get me
him.
into situations like this. Probably... No, they wouldn't get started at 7. Would they? Might be doing shots over at Monty's. Nah, Monty. It's quite right to use a pseudonym.
Thinking about what his friends might be doing right now, because he's sitting at home, all alone.
Yeah. It's getting quite late to show up. Nobody would show up this late on meetings. 10 minutes. Might have just missed a bus, of course.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes late.
Lovely Maiko. Pretty eyes. Very elegant. The Japanese always know how to dress, that's a given. Oh shit, what if she doesn't show up? It's been 10 minutes.
Is 10 minutes really all that long, Julian? But then again, Julian is afraid that that might stretch on.
I'm getting quite hungry. Did I even lunch? Can't remember what I've had for lunch. I was doing that report. Not that Marianne will read that until Friday. Just good to have done still.
It's good to be ahead of things, Julian.
Oh shit. This was the only chance I had as well. Never meeting people like that. Jerry was right. I should be happy at least he is looking out for my sex life.
You know, Julian, if you need other people
Crude.
to look out for your sex life.
Okay, I have to call my nose. I'd better just take a sip of wine.
That's right, Julian. Take a sip of wine.
There's nothing wrong with just a sip of wine.
Nothing wrong at all.
Yeah, go on then. It'll stop me from thinking so much.
It won't turn into 1 cup or 2, or maybe the whole bottle. Just 1 sip. Completely harmless, Julian. That's right. Oh, we've brought out some bread. Might as well get started.
I feel a bit bad about starting to eat. Can't just drink wine though. Will it look odd? I'll just pretend I didn't when the door rings. Should be time enough. I'll just go, just a minute.
That's right, Julian.
Just a minute.
That's what we'll do when she shows up.
Am I now just eating bread by myself here? If I had just let it be dancing with the guys at Maiko, I would have been sure she'd see me. Yeah, Jerry is always right.
That's right. We don't want to take risks. We want to go out dancing with the guys like we always
Right as
do.
well. I need to focus my talents, seek my inner self. Such floaty words. But then Mr. Donald is helping me relocate. I can't always work for Johnson. Why he doesn't just fire Marianne? And himself. And what does Johnson do these days? Just sits at his desk fiddling his iPhone and having trivial conversations with the clients I get for him. Oh yes, he does all the lunches. It's a business expense.
That's right, Julian. Everyone's lazy except you. All the success is due to you. Everyone's successful because of your work. You're the victim
Probably
here.
to go riding. I could do with a bit of fresh air. No, the wine.
Yes, Julian. Go back to the wine.
Oh, they are right, aren't they? I just don't seem to care. Here's a pretty girl coming over for the first time in... God knows how long a time. What did Byron write? She turned upon a pill she lay, her dark eyes flashing through her tears like something. When will I read poetry to someone anyway? Well, probably would be wasted on Maiko. Nothing under 120 BPM can please her. Wouldn't mind giving her something over 120 BPM. That was pretty bad. I do want sex with her though. Those slender legs. See her cry out with joy. It's nice to think of her.
That's all that matters, Julian.
It's
Isn't
good
it?
bread. And a good tapenade. I'm actually quite good at that. Yeah.
It's nice to be good at something.
Sort to work out. I can't wait to leave them. Let them go down the drain.
That's right.
Probably couldn't even file for bankruptcy.
Once you leave, what will they do? They need you, Julian. Or at least you like to think that.
What am I worrying about anyway? Maiko's not showing up. So what? I'll just spend the night doing something useful.
Useful? Do you ever do anything useful?
Something useful. Jerry
Like
will
what?
love that. Well, fuck Jerry. I'll just move on to the soup. I'm not that hungry anymore. I really just want to go do something now. Could have another glass. Yeah, I could have that.
Yes, another glass. Go back to the wine.
She probably isn't coming. I might as well have a nice drink then.
Have all of it for yourself,
I can
Julian.
work with 2 glasses.
Sure, that's nothing for a guy like you. Why stop at 2? Why not have more and then go out? Nothing could go wrong. Everyone wrongs you, Julian. You're the only one who's not at fault. That looks tasty, doesn't it? Pity there's no one else here.
That does smell good. Yeah, Maiko has no idea what she's missing. She's probably just dancing God knows what now. It's almost 8.
It's her loss, isn't it, Julian?
Probably we'll take the bike to work tomorrow. Can go to the countryside afterwards. Take the highway through that.
That's right. Think about what's going to happen tomorrow. Don't think about what's happening now.
That is rather good. Might go to a restaurant on the way back. Italian. Take a book with me.
Anything to keep your mind off tonight, Julian.
There alone. Reading a book.
You're used to that, aren't you?
Michael dancing, that was rather nice. How do I always get along with those guys? They always call me. Should probably try to reach me. Or they would.
It's nice to think that, isn't it?
Mr. Donald doesn't really cut it. He's successful, makes me successful, or so I think. But he's not really fun.
Then he's just like you, isn't he, Julian?
Pumping myself up here. The suit might be nice, and I have a bike, a paycheck that'll soon buy me a way out of this house. I'm not too bad looking. I don't really use it that much. Biking and reading doesn't really get you into touch with the other sex.
And that's the only thing that matters, Julian.
They are right, really. I should just go out with them, instead of quoting Byron to myself. Get a few drinks down, dance with someone, pull a girl, pull a chick.
Like you could, Julian.
Pull a chick.
But it's nice to dream.
I should just give in. Nobody can dance without a few drinks in them anyway. Perhaps I'll just go after this. I drink too much to be useful here anyway.
Not enough, Julian. You're completely sober. You should have some more.
Oh, just drunk after 2 glasses of wine. It's probably because of this skipped lunch.
There's still plenty to go, Julian. Look at that bottle. It's half full.
Where will they hang out now? I could go there. Doesn't really matter being hangover in work. I worked ahead. Not that damn Johnson ever checks.
We're so unappreciated.
Yeah, they should invent an app for that. I can't believe Michael didn't show up. I was so hoping to. And she seemed to like me. Did she? I can never tell. After a few drinks, everybody kisses anybody anyway. Who else did she kiss? Not Jerry, I think.
She kissed everyone, Julian.
But would she kiss Jerry? God knows the Japanese can't hold a liquor.
That's right. Not like a real man like you, Julian. You should have some more.
When was she going back? A few months. Not much time left if I want to shag her. Is that all it is now? Shagging?
Isn't that all it ever was?
That is exactly what Jerry's talking about. All that thinking. I should just let go. I need another glass of wine. Or a bottle.
And it's right there. All for you.
I might as well finish this night drunk. Just reset my brain.
That's right. Remember, Julian, none of this was ever your
He
fault.
doesn't need the wine. Here I go.
She doesn't know what she's missing. What could she possibly be doing tonight that would be better than being with you, Julian? Nothing. Oh, is it that late already? 40 minutes have passed, it seems.
How am I going to have a good relationship again?
Again?
I thought that might be possible with Maiko. I'm not saying the one. It's just, you know.
And she never said the one either, Julian.
Jerry might be still at university, but at least he's getting laid.
And that's all that matters.
Not just a shagging, just someone to hold.
An emotional bond? Not like you would know about that, Julian.
Yeah, I know it was. God knows I'm not meeting anyone biking or sitting in the office. Yeah, Marianne. She's quite good looking. Shag-worthy, I suppose. Just... I'm not sure. She ceased and turned upon a pillar of peel, her dark curl shading her one cheek. That's different, isn't it? I can never remember this poem.
Just like no one can remember you,
Damn.
Julian.
I can't stand she didn't show up. So much depended on it, didn't it?
Your self-worth depended on it.
It's not about her. It is about me. I've been this way for years now. I was 27 and still... Damn, 27.
Time passes so fast, Julian.
And hanging out with 20-year-old Japanese girls. Very smooth.
Did you even call her, Julian, to see if she was going to come over? You didn't, did you?
Perhaps I should just give up on love. Forget about it. If it's all going to be 20-year-old girls dancing to that music, and just let the guys go by themselves. Why are they still inviting me to go with them?
They're just being polite.
Am I still going anyway?
They hope you say no.
I never get to read my poetry with all the going out, or to bike, or really to advance my career. But at least with them, I'm happy. Or just drunk anyway.
Is there a difference? Was there ever?
Perhaps should give it up. Get a move on. Being 27. She ceased and turned upon her pillow. Pale she lay, her dark eyes flashing. Yeah, that's it. She ceased and turned upon her pillow. Pale she lay, her dark eyes flashing through her tears, like clouds that rain and lighten. Like a veil, waved and o'ershading her one cheek, appears her streaming hair. The black curls... Oh, fuck giving it up, here she is! Fucking neighbours. Damn.
You knew it wasn't her.
Oh, just go search the guys.
It was never going to be her.
Get my coat.
You didn't call her to find if she was coming because you were afraid of what the answer was going to be. That's why you're almost in your 30s and still trying to date 20-year-olds. Because you're afraid, Julian. You're afraid of being with someone who's your equal. You want someone who you can feel above, someone who's immature. And you're starting to realize that not even that is possible. And that's Dinner Date. As I said, it's not really a game. It's more of an experiment. The idea that we are not actually controlling the main character, but just the little subconscious motions of what that main character does. We can't actually change anything or decide anything. Nothing we do really matters in Dinner Date. We just slightly affect what he does while he's waiting for his date. I just wanted to show this because even though this isn't new, it is quite a thing that this is available on Steam, and games like La Mulana are not. Yeah, let's just think about that. I mean, I guess you could consider it an art piece, but... sort of. I don't know if the Stout Games have actually released anything else. I haven't looked at their website, but I probably should. This is on Steam. You can buy it. This was way before Greenlight. Are there any other outcomes? No. That is the only outcome. Someone mentioned before that the game audio seemed a bit low. I'm sorry if that was the case. I can't actually... Once I start playing the game, I can't move the mouse. It sort of takes control of the mouse cursor, so I can't actually access any other windows. So I couldn't change anything, except sort of the physical dial I have for volume control. So hopefully that worked. And now we see the morning after the candle went out, and it seems that Julian has not returned yet. Back to day. Another day of the same routine. And maybe Julian will get another date. Another date that won't show up. I can't imagine why Mako didn't show up. Why she stood up, our main character. But that's Dinner Date. And I would not actually recommend buying it on Steam. I mean, it's there if you want it, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's really nothing else to it besides this, as far as I've seen. I don't think there really is anything else. But that's Dinner Date, and I think that we'll just turn off the stream right now, and when we come back, we'll continue on with 999.